What's up? It's another beautiful day out here knocking on doors. I don't know how many more days we'll have that look as beautiful as this, so I gotta make sure that I get out here and knock every door that I can before I have to come out here and snow boost. So if you see me in your neighborhood, blow your horn, duck a deuce, stop and talk to me. I'd love to have your input. I really would. So thanks in advance. Don't stop.
All right, we are back, and I have to apologize because I said we was going to be out somewhere else doing this segment, but Pack 14 said let's stay open a little longer and give them the opportunity. So welcome back.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and we are joined once again by Nicole Bennett.
Hey.
And now we're also going to be joined by BJ Hall, who is running for delegate in 26B.
29.
I always get the 6s and 9s all mixed. 29B.
See, this is why I keep saying 29. I was like, everything is going to be tied to that number, so you'll always remember.
Got you. And where is 29B?
St. Mary's County.
St. Mary's, okay.
Mother County, baby.
Okay. Are you originally from St. Mary's?
No, sir, I'm from Alabama.
How'd you end up here in Maryland?
Well, I was actually working in oil and gas. And I ended up, I was the planning director on an LNG expansion program over in Calvert County. And I went to an area that had a 24-hour Walmart. Not too far from.
Man, I missed
Blame it on Walmart.
I missed it.
But the funny part is that's why I chose St. Mary's versus going to Calvert. And then pandemic took away my 24-hour Walmart.
I
know, right? We're still trying to get. Hey, Walmart, you need to reopen the 24 hours. Okay. You know, BJ, I want to talk about something since we were talking about the NAACP.
Yes, sir.
You used to head that.
Yeah, I was a branch president, and I was on the executive committee at the state level.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm shocked because you're the first Republican. Not saying that there are not any. Presidents that are NAACP that are that are Republican, but you're the first I heard of being.
Yeah, most of us are afraid to come out the closet. You know?
Come on, family.
You know what it is.
Wow.
I mean, I've been black a long time, and let me tell you, it is harder to come out Republican than any other thing. You were talking about the letters earlier. I was like, I almost rather tell my mom I'm one of them.
Right.
Than
Oh my word, no.
It was the same type of challenge. I'm just sitting there like, hey, I'm serious. Like if you have a conversation with your family, especially nowadays.
I understand.
Yeah,
I understand. Trust me, I understand.
I was telling Nicole the same thing. You know, I was raised Democrat, and they were like, don't get into politics, but they don't know what they're doing. That's that white man mentality. My dad is black. I may not look like it, but my dad is black. And so I get it. And we still have battles, and he has dementia now. So explain that one.
Yeah, listen, I can't speak on it. I was born Republican.
So were you? Yeah. So were you? Are you a first generation Republican in your family?
To my knowledge, yes.
All right. What made you go red?
Well, I mean, I've been conservative all my life.
Okay.
And I mean, I think that my mom is. She just don't know it.
Right.
Well, if she's watching this, she'll let you know.
No, I mean, honestly, especially once. So, I left the house at 17.
Mm-hmm.
I go to West Point.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the military influence.
Okay.
And then I go into construction and project management.
Mm-hmm.
So I think my early professional life influenced the way I feel about government usage of funds and government programs, or I mean, just a lot of the political influence was impacted by me being in the military and the industry that I worked in afterwards. So, not to say that my mom is a true, I think she has some concern. She's fiscally.
Sure,
I'm telling you, we were broke a long time ago. She know how to. Anyway, in some of those project homes, you have to be conservative.
Listen, you have to know how to make $1 out of 15 cents. You
Absolutely.
really do.
Wow.
You really do.
Wow. Yeah, and trust me, I understand. Me being a first-generation Republican, when a lot of the times when my family found out that I was conservative, there was this like, "You've been brainwashed," and I'm like, "No, let's give the person a try." And I can actually say I've got one family member in mind right now that has become a really big fan of the county executive. Now, she may vote for Westmore, but here on the county level, she's got the county executive's back. So a lot of times, people who are in tradition, stuck in tradition, let's just be real, okay? I mean, most of my family, if not 99% of them, are Democrat because their grandparents were.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
it's familiar. It is absolutely familiar. It's comfortable.
Exactly.
Whether it's good or bad is inconsequential. It's comfortable.
The funny part is you see a lot of people. I mean, like if you look at a lot of white people, they just made the transition a little earlier because a lot of them were Democrat, and there was a transition from there to a more conservative party. So, I mean, it's happened over time with and I just think that we're slower right now on that political adjustment.
I think what it is that, there's a lot of rumor and innuendo, that has been
That
passed
part.
down
that
through
part,
your
yeah.
family. And then, you say, well, all Republicans are white, old men with money, and they're racist, and they don't like people. And then you meet actual Republicans and people you've already known who were Republicans, and you're like, I didn't know you were a Republican. How long you been racist? I've been black my whole life. Just playing with me. But it is very much a culture buster for black people. It is very much a culture buster. But making that first step toward what's free for you, what brings freedom to your home, what makes you feel more complete as an American person, is very much a personal journey. Like I said, I was born Republican because I didn't have any other option. I grew up listening to Rush Limbaugh. If you feed your child Rush, you're going to get you a conservative on the end. There's no two ways about it. There's no two ways about it. However, as an adult, being able to make my own decisions about politics,
that part.
I took a look at politics not from an emotional standpoint, but very much from a pocketbook standpoint. Who's going to make these bills right for me? Who's going to give me the better opportunity to earn more in my craft and my trade in this area? It was a simple decision.
It's kind of funny since we're talking about how we became Republicans. I actually, as a kid, started watching this show called Family Ties.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if y'all know that.
Michael Keaton.
And Michael Keaton.
Oh no, Michael Keaton and what's the girl with the bangs?
Michael P. Keaton.
Michael P. Keaton. Yes.
But yeah, I mean, I started watching him. He was talking about Wall Street Journal. I'll be honest with you. I started, picking up the Wall Street Journal. I started listening to what Ronald Reagan was saying, and I started noticing things. And
again, you had to find out for yourself.
I did.
You didn't listen to what was
fed to you.
Yes,
fed to me, exactly.
Thank you for that word.
But now let me turn it back to the NAACP part of it. So when you were working with NAACP, what did you learn?
Well, the good part about being the president is I get to control the direction of the branch.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah. So the thing about it is like, instead of us focusing on a lot of traditional things, what we did was we focused on access to resources.
Right.
So I built up the health committee, and I built up the economic development committee.
Okay.
So we actually had one of the directors from the SBDC. She came and ran our economic development team, and what we ended up doing was getting some subject matter experts that helped us out with entrepreneurship and investing. I mean, like these were resources that anybody could use, but it was one of those things where it was important that we got attached to known resources in other communities, in our space, right? So we had to bring those to the people that weren't necessarily exposed to them on a regular basis, because I can't tell you how many people don't understand that the SBDC is a free resource to entrepreneurs, and a lot of people are out here struggling, not understanding how to get from point A to B when there's a whole checklist and a consultant that you're already paying for out of your tax dollars. And it's like, oh, when we had matter of fact, the current one, her replacement, a member of the branch as well. So now we have somebody in the community that's a member of the branch that's representing the SBDC in an area where people are just realizing that the SBDC is a free resource, right? So that was one of the biggest things that I realized. I realized how many resources were actually available on a lot of levels. How many doors were open, and we just didn't walk through them, right? And so me, I'm ignorant. I don't know people down there, so I'm just like, hey, it look like this door open. Let me see who in there.
Let's see who's in there. You know what I mean? As long as it ain't dark in that room.
Absolutely. I mean, so I think forming partnerships that we traditionally didn't have. So like in the middle of COVID, we had a formal relationship with the health department that turned into one that we actually spun into a community outreach program after everything reopened. So it was and so this was something that began right there at the beginning of COVID that has turned into a relationship that we're still growing at this point. So have a good relationship with our county officials, a better one now than I think that we did before, because now we officially meet with them. We initially met with the sheriff, and that's cool and everything. But my thing is, it was like, are we meeting with our Republican representation? So the funny part is they never called. They never called. They didn't call Wah when he was there. They didn't call Belly when he was there. They didn't call Matt Morgan. They didn't call. So these are, and as soon, the funny part is they assumed that they wouldn't pick up.
Wow.
But as soon as I saw them at a forum, and like I said, ignorance is bliss. I was like, I heard you a racist, man. Can we meet with you? I was like, man,
let's not beat around the bush.
Wow. I literally said that to one of our commissioners, John O'Connor, will tell you right now. I was like, man, word is you're racist.
Wow.
He was like, ask my black ex-girlfriend.
Right. That's why I was like, wow, right?
So from what you're telling me, when you were there, it sounded like you were doing basically what Nicole's doing with BCF. So NAACP can be used in a way that's not confrontational. Did you get a lot of confrontations?
No. Actually, I mean, the funny part is, like, people in power know our branch number. They know our unit number. Because what I did was I said, we ain't them up the road. We are St. Mary's County. We are the 7025. 7025 is our unit number.
Okay.
And so people in St. Mary's County know our branch number. They know us by our name.
Sure.
And so it's because I wanted to make sure that they, like, when you see somebody up there rallying and doing all, I'm not saying sometimes you need to scream if it's necessary. But your fight ain't always my fight. And so I want you to understand, like, if the 7025 got to go support the national, then we're there. But my thing is, you need to understand that there's a division of responsibility. They have to fight DC, and we're here to support St. Mary's County.
Nice. So let me ask you this. I mean, you're going for a delegate of 29B.
Yes, sir.
How many, maybe Nicole, you can help me with this. How many black delegates is there in Maryland that's Republican, first of all?
One,
yeah.
Really?
She was appointed last term.
Wait, she was appointed, not elected?
Not elected. She's up for re-election this gubernatorial cycle. Yeah. It's Latoya Kangalo.
Thank you. I couldn't say her last name.
You said it.
Right?
I was like, that's my soul rock.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, is that just because, I mean, I do realize that we have as far as being Republican, there's more Democrats in the House of Delegates than there is Republicans. And as far as with the minority, most minority votes Democrat. Am I right?
Yes.
So,
yes. Especially in this state.
Now, thank you. So my question is that, is it because there's not more black Republicans stepping up? Is that why we have so many, not that many that's elected, or do you?
No, I think what it is that, running for election is very expensive, time and money, resource-wise. It is, usually counterproductive if you live in certain areas. So if you live in Prince
Interesting.
George's County and you're a black Republican who wants to run for delegate, it's going to cost you maybe 10, 20 times more than if you were
Wow.
a black Republican
Wow.
running here in Wycomico.
Wow.
Listen, you guys know me. Wycomico is my second home. I could run for office here. It wouldn't cost me anywhere near as much money as it would if I ran where I live or if I ran in Prince George's. It is very expensive to fight the Democrat machine, especially when they're angry
Wow.
that you're not one of the crabs in the barrel.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Because that first part of your campaign, that getting to know me part of the campaign, right? Because a campaign is like a relationship. So, when you first get in a relationship with somebody and it's all nice and shiny and you like her and she likes you.
It's a new toy.
Right? Ooh, 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 look at us and we're so cute together, right? That getting to know you part is exasperated when you're a black Republican because they see you black. Okay, nice black girl. So what you running for? I'm running for delegate. Oh, I didn't know one of the seats were open. No, I'm running as a Republican. And that getting to know you part goes
Wow.
from, oh, she's so cute and so pretty to why?
Yeah.
Why? Why are you doing this? Your parents should be ashamed of you. I mean, like all of that drama. And that takes up time where the Democrat candidate is just being courted. So it is a very difficult thing to run, not because of inherent biases, but it just takes you more time to explain yourself, to make yourself
Wow.
more known. And BJ is a living testament as a black Republican running in a majority white area, right? I mean, the part of the
You're
county that he's
inspiring
running
me, brother.
in is not majority white, but St. Mary's is overwhelmingly white. So when we take a look at what BJ has to do, what BJ had to do, because he told me a while back that he wanted to run. What did I tell you? You need to go talk to the Central Committee. You need to get comfortable with these Republicans. You have to. I can go down there and talk to them till I'm blue in the face about how great you are, but you have to show them that yourself. You have
Wow.
to show them that you are who you say you are, and that's that courting period that took him longer. Rather than if he would have run as a Democrat, very short. So this is why when black people tell me they want to run as a Republican and it's outside of a Republican area, or their race doesn't necessarily match the demographics of the Republicans in the area, it takes a little bit more time
Wow.
for that getting to know you stage. Now, once you get beyond that getting to know you stage, if you do it right, you can catapult yourself clean over the is she going to go out with me stage and go right to dinner.
Okay. Okay.
If you do it right,
Okay.
you can just
That's a good
jump
way of putting it.
clean over it, right?
You just gotta have some skills.
You gotta have
I'm glad
skills.
she landed at dinner. I was nervous. I was like, what's on the other side?
No, we ain't going that far.
Well, you're definitely getting out there because here we are here in Wycomico County, and you're actually here as a speaker somewhere else tonight. So
Right.
you're definitely,
Double duty today.
yeah, you're definitely making an impact. Now, the chances over there of you winning, I'm hearing through the grapevine, is really strong.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna win. I mean,
Praise
I
him.
was like, what now?
You don't go into it with the mentality you're gonna fail. You go in there knowing you're gonna win.
Now,
I think the work that we've done before now, plus the work that I know that we're gonna do. So we got a consultant that's coming out there. He's helping us build a more professional plan, right? So instead of me sitting here googling everything, I actually got Queen B coming out Queen BCF.
PAC.
There you go. But no, I mean, but honestly, I've built my conservative network substantially because the only thing that I did before that was community work, and unfortunately, in the area that I was working with, I didn't bump into a lot of conservative people. Right, so even though I was doing things that fall into a very nonpartisan bucket,
Bullocks, let me tell you,
I'm not talking about
anything you know, like I know, anything you did in St. Mary's, people thought you were doing it with the NAACP.
Oh, true. Oh, because I did a really good job marketing that 7025.
You did a tremendous job, but sometimes the work that we've done before doesn't necessarily translate to success today.
True story.
Right.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
She's a good one to have on your team. I'm telling
Amen
you.
to that.
I will say though, I mean the one good part about that is I have had an opportunity to build some of the relationships up the road.
Okay.
And I know party politics is what it is.
It is what it is.
But I think it does help to at least know some of these people.
Sure.
Before you get there.
Sure.
And unfortunately, right now, they know me for all the wrong reasons. But
Right.
but no, I'm still cool with them. I'm not friend.
Well, you did good with the NAACP. You were doing all the positives,
Yeah.
I mean, things like that. What do you bring to the table to benefit all of Maryland?
One of the biggest. First off, I come from the greatest leadership academy. Leadership institution in the world.
Is she a part of it?
No, I did not go to West Point.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
United States Military Academy, go Army.
Okay. I'm a Marine over here, but we appreciate you.
So, one, I'm a proven leader, right? So we have that there. Two, my time as a program manager, project manager, specifically in the energy space.
Okay.
I think that's very timely to have someone that has a bit of industry knowledge when we start dealing with some of the things that we're dealing with right now. So we're talking about alternatives, right? So I worked in a space where, we built our bidirectional port down in Calvert County.
Okay.
So I'm the planning director that brought that to you.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay.
No, but
Appreciate it.
Outside of that, I'm known in the area as a consensus builder.
Yes.
And I've worked with both sides, and I think I have the ability to do so in Annapolis, and I'm patient because I know it's going to be hard.
But a couple. Thank you. I mean, being from both sides, not always being Republican, means that you do understand what they go through, the Democrat Party, and now being Republican, and your, what you stand for.
Point of clarification. I've never been a Democrat.
Oh, so
And so let me.
He was
It's like that's
I
always
apologize.
confused.
He's an
It was like
independent.
you always. It's like I get it. People confused because you're part of NAACP. Totally, I understand that there's.
but they're not party affiliated.
They are, whatever. Anyway, but we did. There was another president that was a Republican. I ain't gonna call him out.
So we're not going to fight on TV. We're not going to fight.
So you weren't a Republican when you were in
BJ,
NAACP.
you bring up NAACP between us, and we will peel the paint in here, screaming, and carry on. So I'm aggrieved to just be.
Sip tea.
Listen, here's the thing. You don't have to be disagreeable to disagree, right? So I'm going to let him have that. But I will say that BJ is fantastic at building bridges. St. Mary's County does not have a want for good Republicans. There are a myriad of fine Republicans.
I heard there's a lot of good Republicans in St. Mary's.
Yes, like here in Wycomico. It is a blessing of wealth.
Can you say it again about Wycomico?
Here in Wycomico,
Okay.
a blessing of wealth, of fine Republicans. So what sets BJ away from that pack? Why would I waste my time talking to BJ if I did not believe in BJ? I wouldn't. You guys
Right.
know me well enough that I got
You're a
a million
realist.
other things to do. But here's what I saw in BJ upon having my first conversation with him. He really cares about his community. And not like in a pie in the sky kind of way, like the football league that he has, and then this aviation project with these children, and he's always giving. I know because he'll call and ask for a donation, right? So he's always doing something to advance his community forward.
That's
and it
what's
doesn't
up.
matter if it's the conservative side of the community or the liberal side of the community. It is building a better community. So
Bridging
when
the
I
gap.
say- When BJ builds bridges, he builds bridges. It doesn't matter to him who walks across the bridge. It's just the fact that everybody gets to go across the bridge.
I love
Amen.
that.
That is the beauty and the reason why BJ is so very special in this particular space. We could find another Republican. You could throw a rock in St. Mary's, hit 5-6 Republicans, right?
Wow.
Who would be happy to run for that seat. But he brings something that Annapolis definitely needs. He brings youth. He brings a talent that they don't quite understand yet. Because again, he got you from, like I say about myself, I got you from the White House to the crack house. What we talking about?
Oh my word.
I got you from the White House to the crack house. And he brings that skill set where he can talk to people where they are. And not in a demeaning way, not in a judgmental way. Doesn't that sound like good governance? That when you have a problem, you don't feel like you can effectively communicate because they may not understand your language. BJ understands that language. He brings all of that with him.
Wow.
So this is what sets him apart from the rest of the pack. Again, running in a Republican area, when you're a Republican, people say, "Oh, so easy." It's not. It really is not.
Because they scrutinize you. They look really.
Absolutely. And for me, and y'all know where I am with the NAACP, I knew who he was. I went to a prayer breakfast one time with Julian, who's one of his fraternity brothers, and Julian talked me into it. He was like, "What's NAACP?" I said, "Why would you wait for me to get here to tell me that?" He was like, "Because I knew you wasn't coming, but you here anyway, so let's do this." And so, it was a wonderful breakfast. It was not partisan at all. It was just praying and singing and having some breakfast, which was fine for me. But Julian was on my list for like a good 6 months after that. But it gave me an opportunity to take a look at the people who were in that room. Now, granted, there were a lot of doggone Democrats, make no mistake, but there were enough Republicans in that room for me to see the value in what he was building, even before I actually knew him. But getting to know him better, getting to know him more on a personal level, when I tell you what you see is what you get. He is not fake in any way, shape, or form. There is no performative part of BJ Hall. He is who he is, unapologetically so. And I'm going to tell you, an unapologetic American should be easily electable anywhere in this nation.
How come she's not your campaign manager?
Because I said no.
No.
Either that or hit record and then just keep playing it back. Wow. Wow. Well, is there anything you'd like to add?
No, I think she got it.
Great job there. All right, Keisha, what would you like to add?
Well, I thank you.
Nicole does a great job of summing things up. There's two people I know that can sum things up. Three. Nicole's one, Julie Giordano, and Mike Lewis.
Yeah.
Those three.
Shout out to that good girl gang. Come on, that good girl gang.
You know that the one that's part of our club, our shoe club.
Three Ladies Shoe Club.
Well, one thing I will say, you plugged the youth aviation program. I'm excited about the possibility of partnering with this county.
Yeah, because you guys got a new thing here. Yeah.
So just got the maintenance facility over there at UMES, and at the Salisbury Airport. But I've been having conversations with the gentleman that runs the maintenance program, and I think that one of our next commissioner president, I believe that he would be the person that could help us bring a companion school that goes along with the maintenance school here, so we can have additional resources for some of our youth across the water over there in St. Mary's County. So one, Nicole, thank you for connecting me with the group over here.
Yes.
And I gotta give a big shout out to Julie, because Julie,
absolutely,
she's introduced
Julie's
me to so
the girl.
many people over here.
Thank you, Madam Executive.
Yes.
Absolutely.
She helped me connect our economic development group here, our CSM, College of Maryland, one of the commissioners. So we've been working on this. Matter of fact, Jack Bailey, we tied to his group. So we've been working on this for several years, and now that they're up and running, now we can connect our youth aviation program to this school, so we can make sure that we get a couple of kids in the program.
Okay.
And two, once we develop that partnership, y'all might see a lot more of me over here.
Okay.
We're going to be praying for that. I do believe there's a lot of people over here who can learn from you. Seriously, you've definitely got a bright future, and I'm hoping that we can have you back on the show.
Yes.
And along with you, we're going to try to get on your podcast, and I also want to make it to that DCF event.
Indeed.
We will not miss another opportunity to meet the president and Tiger Woods.
All right.
As a matter of fact, it's unique because I've got this going, not really a bet. I'm not a betting man, but I guess if you say it's a bet. With Tom here at PAC 14, that I'm going to get to talk to the president. So.
I know. And I've seen it. I had a vision.
Listen, he's a wonderful man. He's incredibly charming, and very much a funny person. He will make you blow soda out your nose laughing. He is hilariously funny. He has a bunch of jokes, and he is very much a New Yorker. So he's incredibly charming. He's well read. He can talk to you about anything.
You mean there's a Donald Trump outside of what we see on media?
Right?
And there's-
So that Donald Trump that you see on media is Donald Trump, the businessman.
Indeed.
And he is very much a deal maker. And if one of the greatest things I think thus far that we've gotten as a world from Donald Trump is peace. And he's brokered these peace deals not because, he's a fan of India or Pakistan. He's done it for America. He's done it
Right.
for our youth so that they grow up during peacetime. So listen, when America's at peace, we don't have to spend as much resources
Right.
in our, hear this, ladies and gentlemen, Department of War
Yeah.
to make sure that the world stays safe.
Well, here's what I have to say about that.
And I know it's my wife.
It's
Here you go.
nobody's business who God puts in place. So you can't judge a man by his color,
That part.
anything of that nature. Who God has ordained, you can't touch. So I'm just saying, you might
I knew
not
she was
want to.
gonna go there
You
on
might
that.
not want to go there.
No, and I want to say this in closing. I mean,
Yes.
there will never be complete peace on this planet
No.
until Jesus comes back.
Indeed.
However, there are certain things that got to take place in order to set up
Yes.
for his return. And there's been a lot of things that were just out of order.
Yeah.
And now the church has a lot more freedom under this administration. I know there's some out there right now not liking what I'm saying. You might be ready to turn me off, but just look around.
Right?
Thank you all.
Thank you.
We appreciate
so
y'all.
much.
And
my sissy.
Absolutely, sissy, absolutely.
Kodak moment. For those that did not get an opportunity, please go back and hear or watch Girl Chat. This is the very first episode of Girl Chat. My wife went from someone that did not even come to the studio to being behind the camera to now having her own segment. So move on over the rest of the segments.
Right.
Thank you again for tuning in to Bridging the Gap. And have a great day.